Hello, welcome to this video tutorial. We're going to overview the membership feature included in Bluehost Commerce Solution Plan. With this feature, you can create membership plans to restrict access to pages, posts, and products on your website so only members can access them. Let's get started.
We have all these sections to configure the options and manage membership plans. In membership, we'll find 4 subtabs. First, in all memberships, you'll find all the memberships created so far. If it's your first time using the feature, you'll find it empty. But once you start creating membership plans and users start buying access to them, or you manually assign membership plans, you will see all the memberships here with their ID, status, all of them are active right now, the user that owns it, the order in case they got access to the membership through an order. In all these cases, it says created by admin, so I, the admin, assign these memberships manually. The starting date, the expiration date, these memberships do not have an expiration date, and the date when they got the membership plan. You can search memberships here, you can see them all or filter by status here, and you can also edit or delete each membership. Let's go ahead and edit this one. So we have the membership details right here, and we'll find actions we can apply here. Since it's an active membership, we can either pause it or cancel it. And here we can save any changes we make. And right here, we're going to find the option to enable editing. Be aware that any change you make here cannot be reversed, okay? Here you can edit the plan ID, the starting date. You can set an expiration date if it doesn't have one. You can change the user ID. You can edit the status here for any of this. You can set a number of post days here, enable credits, and give a discount. So these are all the options you can edit inside each membership, but let's go back and let's click on membership plans. So here's where you can create the membership plans. As you can see, there are 2 plans created. Each has its own title and a shortcode you can copy by clicking here. Same here, you can edit and delete each membership plan. You can search plans here. You have bulk actions to delete several membership plans at once, and you can filter them by status. Now let's go ahead and create a new membership plan by clicking here. First thing you have to do is enter a name to identify the membership plan. Let's just name it test. First, we have this set of options where you can allow access to this plan after purchasing a specific product. If you enable this option and then enter a product or product variation here, for example, this magazine membership product, then this means that users can buy this product to get this new membership plan I'm creating. The membership plan will be linked to this product. That will grant them access to the content of this plan. If this option is not enabled, then users can either get the membership plan by registering on your website, we'll see that option soon, or as I mentioned before, they can get the membership assigned to them manually by the admin. Then we can set an end time for this membership. If you enable the option, you can enter the days here. So for example, if you enter 30 days here, this plan will only last 30 days for every single user, no matter when they get it. Let's disable this, and then you can also choose to show the content in the membership details. Let's enable this so members can see the content included in the membership plan in my account. We'll see that soon. You can also choose to include contents of other plans. If you enable the option, you'll be able to enter the plans here. Let's not do that. And here's an important option for downloadable products. You can let members download all downloadable products without any limit, or you can have them use credits to download products. Now, how can they get these credits? Here you're going to decide how many credits they'll get with the plan. For example, let's give them 100 credits with the plan. And then every 15 days, for example, credits will be restored, and unused credits can either be lost or accumulated. This means that after 15 days, they'll get another 100 credits, and they will be accumulated if they haven't used them yet. Here you can set different credits availability for the first time. So in this case, for example, we can make sure they get 150 the first time and not just 100 credits. Don't forget to mark the products as downloadable. That is very important for this credit feature to work. Let me show you where you can do that. Let's go to the product edit page. There, so we're editing a product, and here is the downloadable checkbox. You just need to make sure this one is checked, and then here's where you can upload the file that they'll be able to download for a number of credits. We'll see where you can set the number of credits soon. Now let's go back. Also, customers will see how many credits they need to download a product on the product page and in my account. And you can also give them a discount here on all products. So for example, a 10% discount on all the products you have published on your store. And then here under permissions, you will be able to set which content will be restricted and accessible only to members of this plan. So for example, you can restrict pages to make sure only members of this plan can access. You can also include posts. It can either be specific posts, categories, or tags, or all posts. Let's keep this one. And you can also include products. So you can either have all products be restricted to this plan or specific products, categories, or tags. Let's go ahead and save this plan now. And there we go, post published. Let's go back. And here's the new plan, test, with its own shortcode. Now let's move on to alternative content blocks. These blocks are used when a user does not have access to a specific page or content because it is part of a membership plan and the user is not a member, or maybe they are, but they're not logged in. So you want to create these blocks to make sure they get enough information about why they're not seeing the content and how they can get access to it. There are two ways to create blocks. The first one is by clicking here on Add New Block. For example, here I have two blocks created with their own titles, the date of publication, and the options to view, edit, and delete each one permanently. Let's go ahead and edit this one. Okay, so this is the alternative content block. I created this for blog posts where non-members cannot read the entire post, so they're going to see this block, letting them know that they can get unlimited digital access by signing up, and if they're already members, they can just log in. I can click here to edit the text and decide what non-members will see when there's restricted content. So let's go see one of these blog posts that has this alternative content block. So I'm a guest user right now that does not have a membership plan. I can see the title and the first part of the article, but if I scroll down, I have this alternative content block letting me know that I have to either sign up to continue reading or log in if I'm already a member. Let's go back. We'll see the other way you can create an alternative content block in just a few minutes. Keep in mind you can override this block on each product, post, or page that has restricted access. So let's go edit the page to see where you can override these options. So we're on the home page, but it could be any other page or post. We can move this in case we need to resize the section where we have membership options. Here's where we can decide if we want to include this page in a specific plan. For alternative content, you can either enter custom text here to show us alternative content on this page, or you can load an alternative content block that's already created and search for it here. We can add protected files that will only be available for members to download. Here we can enter the file name, we can add the URL or upload the file, and here we can decide what's the membership plan that will have access to this. Okay, let's go back. Then in reports, you can see a summary of all the active memberships, the last active memberships, and the total memberships. And in general options, you can configure the options for this feature. You'll find an option to automatically assign new users to specific membership plans. So if you enable this option and add the membership plan here, once I save this, any new user that registers on the website will get this membership plan automatically just by registering on the site. They don't have to buy anything. I'll disable this. Here's where you can decide how to manage access to restricted content. So we have seen that you can show an alternative content block where the full content is only accessible to members and non-members will see the alternative content. You can also just hide the content so non-members get redirected to a 404 page, or you can show items and redirect non-members to another URL. So they will be able to see the items on the archive pages, but then they will be redirected to a specific URL when trying to open the content. You can enter the link here, and you can set a different link inside each post, page, or product. But let's keep this one selected. So once you have selected the option to show alternative content, you'll get these two options. You can either load an alternative content block, so you can choose one of the blocks you have created on the dedicated section we saw before. You can just select the block here, or you can set an alternative content right here with this editor. This is the second way you can create alternative content. And then we have the option to show the memberships menu in my account page. Let me show you that. So basically customers would see a memberships endpoint in my account, and there they would see the membership plan they got, the starting date, the expiration date, the status, the history, and the contents included in this membership plan. In this case, this membership plan includes these posts. Let's go back. Then you'll find shop options to allow guests to buy products linked to membership plans. Keep in mind this will not give them access to the membership plan if they're not logged in. They will just be able to buy the product. Then you can choose how to manage access to restricted products. You can either let only members see the products or everybody see them, but only members will be able to download them. If this option is selected, you'll be able to choose the download link position on the single product page, or you can also use the shortcode. Here you can set how many credits will be decreased for each product download. In this case, it says 1 credit, but you can override this for each product. So you can have downloadable products that will need 10 credits to be downloaded, others that would need 25 credits, and so on. You can hide the price and add to cart button for members. Again, this is for downloadable products, so members who have them included in their plans won't see prices or the add to cart button. And then you can choose what will happen with discounts. As you've seen at the start of the video, when creating a membership plan, you can set a percentage discount members will get in the entire shop. You can edit membership plans anytime and change that percentage discount. Following this example, you can choose to give members the original discount, which was set when they purchased the plan. So if they got the plan today and I change the percentage tomorrow, they would still get the original 10% discount. Or you can choose to give members the latest discount set, so even if they got the plan today, they'll get the updated percentage every time I change it for as long as they have the membership plan. And last, we have options for the reports to show the membership info in reports and to use external services to get the user IP address. Now that we've seen how you can configure the options and the membership plans, let's go over to a product edit page so we can assign a product to a membership plan. So we have this product titled Magazine Membership. If we scroll down, we'll find this Membership Options tab. Here's where we can also enter which plan will include this content. We can choose this one. We can make the content available immediately or a number of days after sign up. We can set the number of credits the user needs to spend to download the product. That's what I mentioned before. So let's make sure they need to spend 25 credits to download this product. Then here's where you can enter custom alternative content to display to non-members for this product, or you can load one of the alternative content blocks you've already created. You can look for those blocks here, like this. And you can also add protected files that only members can download. You can enter a file name here, you can upload it, or enter the link here. And then this will only be available to the members of the plan you enter here. So this is how you can configure the options, create membership plans, and even upload protected files exclusively for members to see.
Okay, so that's how you can configure and use this feature. See you soon in the next video tutorial.